Hello everyone, this is Sid here, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing the inside out emotions, but if they were my emotions instead of Riley's. They're going to be the top 6 emotions that I feel the most often. So without further ado, let's get started. And keep in mind that if this gets too long, I might split it into 2 parts, so yeah. Anyways, the first emotion that I have is this one, who I named Enthusiasm. And she, in the drawing, is a cheerleader, or I tried to make her a cheerleader as best as possible, which I, in my personal life, am not actually a cheerleader, nor have I ever been at any stage of my life, but I am a theater kid, so I do love theater. I like to act out on the stage and sing and dance and all of that stuff, and whenever I do, especially if I have a good role, I always try to give it my best effort. So I'm really just like singing my heart out and dancing to my heart's content and all of that stuff. Because I do like to perform in front of people, and it's just a really fun thing for me. Which is strange because I'm not a very social person. Like, I don't like talking to people. Not because I'm too shy to, just because like I literally just don't like talking to people. But I love to like sing and dance and act. So I tried to convey all of my enthusiasm for theater into this one little picture of this character. And I decided to give her like all these gold colors because, well, for one, when you're on the stage, you're in the spotlight, which is usually like a gold color, or sometimes it's like a white color. But it can really be any color if they need it to be like a certain mood, set the tone, you know? But mostly it's that color, and just because, like, I have parallels for all of these. This is, like, the parallel to joy. So enthusiasm and joy would go hand in hand. She would be my version of joy, essentially. Because I just get really pumped up sometimes, like, when I'm singing or dancing during a play. Sometimes when I'm, like, watching a really good movie that I'm really into, I'll just be, like, cheering on the sides. Like, I was watching the Mario movie for my birthday, and my friends were over at my house, and even though it was my second time watching it, and I already knew everything that was going to happen, I kept on screaming stuff like, "Let's go, Mario! You can do it! You've got this! Keep on going!" And it was probably really cringe, but I was just really enthusiastic about it, because the things that are close to my heart, I just really, really love. And you'll see that more in the next one, but I just try to convey that enthusiasm, that love for what I do, into this character as much as possible. I tried to give her a nice dynamic pose. I try to give all of them dynamic poses so that I could avoid using symmetry as much as possible, because I have gotten into the loop of using symmetry a bit too much, which I know is not a very good thing, but sometimes I just use it for the faces because, you know, you need the faces to be symmetrical. But I decided for the school to be Sunnyside Prep because she does look like a very preppy cheerleader girl. And she does look very, like, sunny with her bright, sunshiny colors and happy aesthetic. And she does look very joyful as the parallel to joy. Then, like how I said earlier, tying into enthusiasm, this character is obsession. Because if you know me in my personal life, you know that I get obsessed with things. Like, I'm obsessed with art, with writing, with YouTubing, all of that stuff. And usually my obsessions don't last very long, but those 3 have lasted for a while. And it's just like, when I get obsessed with something, I can't stop doing it. So, like, sometimes I avoid, like, going to the movies and doing fun stuff with other people so I can stay at home and draw, because I just am so obsessed with drawing. I really wouldn't rather be doing anything else, so it can make me kind of like antisocial and reclusive, like how I said earlier, but it's just because I'm really enthusiastic about all the things that I'm doing. And honestly, if I had to choose like one core emotion, this one might be that one, because I feel like this one ties in the most to both enthusiasm and to the next one that I'll be showing you. Because she's just like a common link between both of them. But I get really obsessed with like lots of things. But I didn't really know how I was going to depict this one. I just decided to draw like a salsa dancer girl. Because I don't know, they're very like extreme about their dancing. I guess because they love their dancing so much and they're so enthusiastic about it. And they have these really pretty dresses and stuff. So I just decided to give her one of those big fluffy dresses because, you know, they're all like over the top. They're not average or normal. They're just like crazy and all over the place. And she has this very dramatic pose that she's striking. Sort of like a salsa dancing pose, but also just like she's overwhelmed with her love of everything. And she's carrying the flowers close to her heart. I guess maybe one of her fans tossed her some flowers. And she adores her fans so much that she keeps them close to her at all times. It's like how I adore y'all so much. And I keep y'all in my heart all the time. But the next one that obsession ties into is shame. Also, I forgot to mention this while I was filming the video, so this is me from the future editing it, but I watched a video about the like deleted Inside Out 2 emotions, and one of them was shame. So I swear to God, I did not steal that from them, because I watched that video after I already drew my emotions. So just listen to my reasoning, and then you'll probably understand why it was my own original idea. And I felt kind of iffy about doing this one, honestly, because this one is like such a cringe part of my life. But I decided that it was so like important to me that I was going to do it anyways. So essentially, when I get obsessed with something and I fail to do it, then I feel really, really bad about it. And shameful, really, or like guilty for some reason. And I'm sure that other people feel that way, but I mean, I don't know. It just is such a strange thing to me. But essentially, a while ago, about 2 years ago, maybe, I'm not sure, I got an obsession with running because I wanted to run because all of my friends ran. And if you also know me, you know that I don't really do any sports. So I was like, well, running is going to be my sport and I'm going to be really good at it. So I practiced running like every single day. And then if I couldn't practice running on a certain day, I would get really upset because I'd be like, well, if I can't practice, then I'm going to lose all of my skill. So like, I would try to go running every single day, sometimes even like multiple times a day. But the obsession with running was just like really detrimental to my health. As well as the combination of like an obsession with like not eating very much. I don't know, it was cringe. But I decided that this was not very good for me, so I decided to focus on other things, like drawing and writing and YouTube and theater, because those were better things for me. But shame can also be a good emotion because if you're shameful about certain things, like grades on your test, or waking up late, which is kind of a weird one, waking up late, but if I wake up too late, like if I wake up at like 7 o'clock, which I know is not very late at all, but usually I wake up at like 6 o'clock. If I wake up like later than 6 o'clock, I'll just feel like really shameful about it because I do my best work in the morning, so I feel like the more time in the morning that I waste, essentially, it's just like gone and I can never get that time back again, so I just feel really bad about it. But that leads me to wake up earlier and be more productive. And then, like, if I feel shameful about getting a bad grade on a test, then that encourages me and motivates me to get better grades on the test in the future and study more and study harder and all that stuff. So I guess this is more of a negative thing because it can lead to, like, very detrimental things happening. But I guess it can also be a good thing if you're shameful about things that are actually bad. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video because it is getting kind of long. And I probably will split it into 2 parts, so in the next part, I'll be drawing the next 3 emotions, so you can watch that if you would like to. And if you would like to, then please subscribe if you have not already, so you can stay tuned and get notified when that video comes out, which should be tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure, but it should be. And it always helps me out so much when you subscribe, because it helps boost my content into the algorithm so that more people can see it. And I really do appreciate that. And always remember that it's okay to feel all of these emotions because we're all humans and we all feel them sometimes. And we all experience them in different ways. Because if we all experience them in the same way, then we wouldn't be special and unique. So it's really a good thing. And you should always have a positive mindset about your emotions because that just leads you to be a happier person. But anyways, I hope that y'all all have a great rest of your day and rest of your summer, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!